Hola clase, we are going to talk about the ER/IR practice and question word practice that y'all did yesterday. So you actually did pretty great on the filling in the blank part where you had to pick the right ER and IR verb endings. Just be careful, especially on nosotros. We mixed up the spelling a little bit. Careful if it's EMOS or IMOS. But the question words are where we struggled the most for sure. So we're going to look at numbers 31, 34, and 36. So starting with number 1 here, it says fill it in with the right question words. So you're using words like who, what, where, when, why. It says blank es el hombre. So you need to know what these words mean. This is blank is the man. Now, a lot of us, in fact, most of us put K here. That was the most common wrong answer. What is the man is what you just asked, which I guess you could ask, but very rarely would you ever say, oh, what is the man? The answer is, él es el maestro de español. He is the math teacher. So probably what you're going to ask is, who is the man? Who is that man? Oh, he's the math teacher. So the word for who is quién, Q-U-I-E-N, with an accent on the E. Okay, again, some of us forgot that accent. You need an accent there. All right, and this one, blank clases tiene Sofía. Now, our most common problem with this one isn't actually that we couldn't figure out what word went here. It was making it the right format. So we're asking blank classes Sophia has. Does Sophia have? And then the answer is a really good indication. Ella tiene 6 clases. She has 6 classes. So we're probably asking how many classes she has. So the word here needs to be the word for how many, which in Spanish is cuánto. But this can change around a little bit. It's either cuánto or it could be cuánta, and you could have an S on the end. So the way you determine this ending here, it's either going to be O, O-S, O-S, A, or A-S, is you look at what item you're describing. So we're talking about how many classes. So classes is feminine, las clases, and it's plural. So this is actually going to be cuantas. It's going to end in AS. So I knew that one was going to be a little bit of a struggle. It was. Be very careful with that word. It needs to match whatever item you're asking about. And then lastly, blank clases son tus favoritas. All right, so what classes are your favorites is what we figured out this is asking. And then the answer is, oh, me gustan la clase de matemáticas y la clase de ciencias. I like math class and science class. Okay, now the issue is most of us put K here. You would think that would make sense, right? Like, what classes are your favorites? But there's another word that we learned that's actually better in this situation. We learned a word called qual, which can also be quales sometimes. This word you use in situations when you're picking from options. It's kind of like which one or which ones. So in this situation, if we're asking like which classes are your favorites, we're asking out of your classes, which ones are your favorites? So this one is actually the one that we want to use. K, you're going to use anytime that you would use what, but you're not picking from like a list of things. Like, hey, what are you going to do today? So cuales is our right answer here. Qual, that's an A. But we need to figure out if it's going to be qual or quales. And again, it's going to match whatever word comes next. And again, we're looking at clases, which is plural. So that's why it's going to have the ES on the end. It's a little bit sloppy, but it's quales with an accent on the A. There you go.